They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the 50, Stafford. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Loose. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dawson Knox. second touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go play action with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. First carry now for Adrian Peterson.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be first down Denver. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Peterson gets the call running left. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught by Hooper.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Don't be scared. You smell that? Touch and go.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22, the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McCann now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Raymond Calais.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Man, that ain't got nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
He'll get this to his running back, Calais.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Stafford. Going up top. And this is caught. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joe Webb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run, Calais, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They give it to Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson.
And that one almost intercepted. could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They find some open field here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Keon Crossen there on the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught on the sideline. Are their feet in? They are. What a catch. 33 yards that time. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Morris. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Stafford. Lindsey on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now it's Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory, as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down, and the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the major